Hi guys, it's Christine. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a different setup today. I'm actually filming on my phone. So if it looks like I'm always looking like I'm looking at somewhere else rather than straight to the camera, yeah, it's just because I have my phone on a tripod at the moment. I'm just trying this new setup up. But yeah, like let me know what you guys think. Also, I have my window open. It's so hot, it's so sunny today, and everyone's out mowing their grass. So if you hear some background noise, that's probably what it is. I've actually tried filming this video twice already, but the first time my mum was hoovering like right outside my room, and the second time I spotted a spider on my window, so I had to take care of that first before continuing. Anyways, without further ado, today we are going to talk about the mini pochette and the Pochette Accessoires again. So these two pieces again are very popular items from LV. They are getting increasingly harder to get now. I've had these pieces, I've had this for about 3 years now, got this back in 2016, and I got this sort of 2013, 2014, so I have had these pieces for a while, and back then they were definitely more readily available in the stores and on the website. But I've noticed now, I've been on the Stocking Thread and Purse forum again, and there's been a lot of people after it, but they've just literally, I've seen some girls literally in tears from frustration of just like missing it on the website because they go out of stock that quickly. I don't know why, because they've always been popular items, but it's just lately, the last couple of years, I've just noticed they've become like increasingly popular and high demand, and they're just not enough in stock at the moment. So if you can get your hands on these items, they are both really like handy. Like if I suppose they're considered like sort of entry level like items for LV, and like this one here I use on an everyday basis, and that's what I'm going to start off talking about. So this is the mini pochette, this is the monogram print I have, and as I said, I got this back in 2016. So at the moment the mini pochette is retailed for £230. When I got it, it was just under £200, so obviously there's been, you know, price increases over the years. And so just to talk about the dimensions, which I have on my MacBook here, and I got these off the LV website. So the mini pochette is 5.5 inches length, 3.5 inches height, and 0.8 inches, I guess this is the width, yeah, it's width. And so it is like the baby version of the Pochette Accessoires. So when I got this, like, I didn't think that I would spend my money on an overpriced pouch from Louis Vuitton. Like, when I just started collecting handbags, like, I didn't see the worth in like investing in like smaller pouches. Like, fair enough if it's like a purse where I can put my money and cards in, and you know, like an actual handbag, but I didn't think it was worth getting such a small item. But I was proven wrong, because when I had my Gucci Soho Disco bag, and that is already a really small bag, but I've since sold that now, but when I used that bag, like, I had all my lipsticks, and I had like some like, you know, just like smaller tablets, like medication stuff, and that was all like floating in the bottom of my Gucci Disco bag. I had like hair grips, like hair Kirby's, and you know, like they get lost like all the time. So I thought, like, you know what, I actually need something to organize my handbag, and in a handbag as small as the Gucci Soho Disco bag. So, you know, after like watching a ton of YouTube videos, and you know, literally everyone's saying like, you have to get this bag, like you have to get this SLG, I mean, because like it's like one of the top like 5 items to have when you're starting out in LV. And like obviously I jumped on the bandwagon and I got myself one of these, and I just wanted to say, like, you don't need like these things obviously, like, but yeah, like when you just start out, you start building your collection and people say like, this is, you know, this is what you're needing in your collection. So I was like, okay, fine. So I got it, and ever since then I've been using it pretty much every day in all my handbags. I goes into my work bag, which is my Neverfull MM in the Damian Bean, and it's so good in just keeping all my like stuff that could potentially, like all my small items that can get lost in the bag. So the only time I don't use this is when I use like my mini bags, like the Chanel like Square Mini or the Nano Speedy, for example. Like this is just a tad bit big and it takes a lot of space in these smaller bags. But yeah, so I'm just gonna show you what I carry on an everyday basis for this. So usually I would just carry like a lip balm, like, and I have my Dior sort of lipstick here, and I would just carry my antiseptic wipes, plasters, and what else? I'll just take like some tablets and medication in here. And that's literally all I keep in my mini pochette. And I'll probably put like my hair bauble, like extra hair baubles and extra like hair grips in here, so they just don't get lost in like my main bag. But yeah, I've been using this every day. So in my honest opinion, like, if you do want to invest in a smaller piece of LV and you're just starting out, other than like getting like a purse or something, I would probably look into getting an SLG like this, if you need some organization in your bag. And obviously you can look into getting like way cheaper like alternatives to this, but as I say, if you are like looking into investing into LV, like this is the piece to go, because I use this on an everyday basis. What else have I used it for? I've used this as a catch-all for when I was traveling, because your girl flies bougie and she flies EasyJet. So one time when I went on holiday, I think it was to Germany, so it was a really short trip, but I was only allowed to take like a small wheelie luggage to go into the overhead cabinets. But I wasn't allowed a smaller handbag, or I wasn't sure whether I would be allowed a smaller handbag. So I needed something that kept all my passport, my like cards, my money, my hand cream and lip balm, like my medication, all in like one place. Because obviously if I put all these things into my pocket, they're just gonna fall out of my pocket. And especially because like I don't like reaching out to my luggage in the overhead cabinet, like it's just too much hassle. So I'd rather have things like my card and passport like on me, and obviously it's for safety reasons as well. So so this was small enough to fit in my jacket pocket. I managed to like hide this extra bag like in my jacket pocket because it's this small. So I'm just going to show you what I actually put in here when on that trip there. So I think I had, but obviously I had my passport with me, and I had my bank cards, like my tablets and stuff. Like when I travel, I always have to have my motion sickness tablets because I'm so bad with flights, so I need those on hand. Like a smaller pack of tissue. I did try to put a full pack of tissues in there, but that takes up too much space, so that just goes in here. So that's what it's looking like so far. And what else? I had like wet wipes in here as well, but I don't have wet wipes just now to show you, so I'll just put my antiseptic wipes in here. And find my lip balms, because I always get really like, I get like really dry like skin. You know how being on a plane, like, it basically dehydrates you? Like, I drink a ton of water but my lips get really dry as well, so I always have to carry like my lip balm on me, especially on a flight. And did I have my AirPods in there? I can't remember. I'll try and fit it in anyways. Does it fit? Yeah, so that's everything in here so far, and that's pretty much what I took on me on that flight to Germany. It was only like a 2-hour flight, so I honestly didn't need much. Obviously on longer flights you would carry a larger like personal item, and airlines would let you take like a separate handbag, but when you fly like budget airlines, obviously they're a bit stingier and they have more restrictions on how much you can take on you. So this is what I had in my pocket on a flight, and obviously my main luggage with my whole worst trip of clothes and stuff, like, it would be in the overhead cabinet. So it is pretty handy that way, and I don't need to lose anything because everything is in one pouch and it's safe in my pocket, with all my like passports and stuff. So that is what you can do with this mini pochette. So I'm just going to take everything out. But yeah, so obviously with the Pochette Accessoires you can do the same, and you can obviously fit more because it's bigger. I'm not gonna go into like what you can, I can probably add like an extra hand gel, my face masks, into here, but you know, if you guys have seen my last video on the Nano Speedy and the Pochette Accessoires again, you can see what goes in there. So I'm just gonna move on to like the versatility of these two. So they have, I feel like versatility, they're both quite similar, like, because I feel like they're both the same bag, but obviously this is smaller, and both can be worn with crossbody straps. You can attach long straps to the both of them, and you can, I think this can, you can detach this. I'll show you. You can detach this, and that can, you can attach that to like a key ring or to your bag, or a lot of Louis Vuitton bags, like the bigger ones, have like a D-ring you can attach to the inside of, and it's the same for the Pochette Accessoires. Like, you can detach this and attach it to like the D-ring of like the Neverfull or something. But yeah, like, so they're both similar in that aspect, and as I said, you can go crossbody with these two. I feel like obviously with Pochette Accessoires, because it's larger and it comes with a longer like leather strap, you can, obviously you can wear it on your shoulders like this. Excuse my t-shirt stand, but anyways, like, but with the Pochette Accessoires, because it's just a chain, and it's, I don't think the strap drop, I think, is as long as, yeah, obviously it's like nowhere as long with the like strap drop. I did try to wear it like on my arm when I was at the airport, like when like came up from Louis and I was washing my hands and I needed to be hands free. Like, I did wear it like this, but obviously like it just looks a bit silly, like, yeah. So you can probably purchase like a smaller shoulder strap for this, to wear it on your arm, but because it's so small it just looks a bit silly. I've also seen Instagram pictures of people wearing this as a belt bag, so they wear it like round their waist, and I think that looks pretty chic, and you can probably do it with this one too if you take off the removable strap. But yeah, I feel like so in terms of versatility, obviously I feel like Pochette Accessoires is more versatile, just because it's larger and you can fit you can wear a crossbody and you can fit it over your shoulders as well. But the mini pochette, I feel like it's small enough to go into like your coat pockets if you don't want to carry like an extra bag, or you want to be hands free, like and you're like me trying to smuggle like a small bag onto a flight, then this goes perfectly into your pockets. Yeah, and just to like talk about the price difference between these two, so the Pochette Accessoires currently retails for in the 400s now, so this is £405 in this print, £450 in a monogram, and this currently retails, as I mentioned earlier, £230. So if you compare the price between the monogram print and this price of this, you can, it's like double. Like, it's like £450 versus like £230 of this. So there is something to consider, though you do get the extra space and slightly more versatility for this. So what else do I need to, oh, and I don't usually use this in the Pochette Accessoire just because it is quite large, like takes up a lot of space inside. I would just take all my like lip balms and whatever's in here and just have it loose in this bag, just because it's pretty small and less chance of things getting lost in it. I have my notes on here. What else do I need to talk about? Oh yeah, you can also add like a chain to this as well, or like a strap, and same for the Pochette Accessoire. And there, you can probably get these from eBay. Or Amazon. I will add a link down below. The link is also available in my last video as well, where I was comparing the Nano Speedy Pochette Accessoire. So I guess it all comes to which one to get at the end. As I say again, like these are both really good like SLGs. I think this is considered an SLG as well. So they are both entry level items for LV, and I would always end up recommending getting both. But in the instance where you can only get one, like my personal opinion, because from my experience of using both, and I've had these both for a while now, like for me, I know I would get my money's worth from getting this because I use it on an everyday basis. Like it goes in all my bags, obviously apart from like my mini smaller bags, but like I don't use those on a daily basis. Like bags I use on a daily basis would be like my work bag, for example. So this goes in my never full like every day because it carries all my essentials and stuff. So I would personally, for me, this is the better investment for myself. For the Pochette Accessoires, like I've literally only started using it again, and I've totally fallen back in love with it again because it's just so handy. But for everyone else, like for like the general population of you guys, I would probably get this first. So Pochette Accessoires wins again because even though it is quite a bit of a price difference between this and a mini pochette, you do get the extra space. It is bigger and there's so many different ways you can wear it. You can probably get a good like number of wears, like cosplay wear from this. I've only ever used this and as a handbag, and it's more of a seasonal bag for me. It's more of a summer bag for me. Obviously you guys can choose to use your bags whenever, but this only really comes out during the summer. I have used it as a catch-all in the Keep-All 45 I had once, just when I couldn't be bothered taking like a bigger handbag, like so I would put all my like handbag essentials like my purse, like my phone and all that stuff in here, and yeah, I could always just take it out of the Keep-All whenever I I go out and stuff. But they're both pretty good for like evening outs. This is more, I think because of this chain, this is definitely a bit more dressier. But then you can always add a chain to this as well. So they are quite similar but at the same time not. So yeah, if you don't have both items, I would probably get this first. Like, I got this first. It was probably like my second LV purchase, and you can't really go wrong with either really. Like, chances are you'll get one first and you'll probably get the other later on down the line. So yeah, like, what else have I still got to cover? So yeah, both can be used as handbags, both can be used as catch-alls to organise like the contents in a larger bag. It's the case of how much you actually carry. So mini pochette is enough to hold all my essentials in my everyday handbag. This is far too large for me to be a catch-all unless I'm travelling, but even so, like, I took this on holiday with me to use the catch-all on a flight. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, please let me know. I also want to say thank you for all those who've subscribed to me and watched all my videos. Some of them are, some of you guys are close friends of mine as well, so I just want to say hey and thank you for your support. I've also hit my first 1,000 views on the Nano Speedy video, and to me, I know it's just, it doesn't sound like it's that much, like some people get 1,000 views in like a day, but it is still a huge milestone for me, so thank you so much for all your support. And I'm hoping to upload this video before the weekend because it's also my birthday tomorrow, so I can just chill and celebrate. But yeah, thank you so much for watching again. If you have any more questions, just leave it down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks!